Hello YouTube, my name is Nero. Today we have some more Call of Duty World War II. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the full version of the game. I was actually fortunate enough to get an early copy of Call of Duty World War II, and what I thought I would do for this video is share with you guys the Headquarters social space. This is actually going to be our home away from home here in Call of Duty World War II. We are going to be spending a lot of time here, so I thought I would make this quick guide showing you guys everything there is to do here within the Headquarters. Let's get started. First things first, let's check out the mailbox here. This is a place where you're going to want to go ahead and check out very frequently because you are going to be paid armory credits every couple of hours, and of course for logging in on a consistent basis. So armory credits are going to be this currency that you get, and you're going to be using them in a wide variety of ways here within the Headquarters. And of course, since it's a mailbox, this is also going to be where Sledgehammer Games sends you things. So if you did pre-order, this is where you pick up your pre-order bonuses and stuff like that. Let's move away from there and check out the firing range, which of course is a very big feature here. Now we're actually going to be moved from third person up to first person as soon as we enter the firing range, and here is where of course you can test out your different weapons. And if you can't already hear it, they did in fact change up some of the weapon sounds going from the beta here to the live version of Call of Duty World War II. And as we exit here, it's going to immediately take us back to third person where we can check out our soldier. Next up, let's check out the Quartermaster. The Quartermaster is going to be where you go to accept contracts and check out your collection. So contracts first. These are going to be like they were in previous years. You actually spend some of your armory credits to pick up a contract, and then you are rewarded if you complete it. So for example, the two ones that I have here are going to be get 130 kills in any mode, and that gives me a rare supply drop, or get 3 headshots in any mode, and that gives me 750 XP. Some examples of different ones here are going to be 35 kills in domination, 35 kills in team deathmatch, 20 kills in team deathmatch, 25 kills in domination. Pretty easy stuff, but you have to spend your armory credits to acquire them, and this is also one of the ways you get supply drops. There is no currency in the game whatsoever that allows you just to buy supply drops. You have to actually get armory credits and complete challenges, and of course play the game itself to earn them. Now let's move on over here to collections. So this is actually going to be where you can check out the epic variants that we've heard so much about. Check this little thing out here. So this is going to be the epic variant of the Lee Enfield sniper rifle. It's going to give you a 10% soldier XP bonus, and it's also going to give you the zombie perk, one shot, one kill. And to acquire this, you need to have all the prerequisites. So if you've played Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, it's going to be very similar to that system. You need all these things here, and once you get them, you will be then rewarded with the roundabout Lee Enfield. The same is true for all the different weapon variants. I'm going to show you some of them very quickly here for those that are interested. Here's going to be the Epic PPSH, one of my personal favorites. Let's go down here to the M1A1. I love this thing right here. Bite the Dust looks very cool in my opinion. The 1911, freaking cool looking. Wait for it to load. We are on a console here. That looks pretty awesome, doesn't it? You, of course, have the grip, and you have the little stock there. Very cool. Let's check out the MG15 we actually saw in some leaks. Where is that actually going to be? There it is. We saw it in some leaks. It actually looks pretty incredible. There it is. Freaking cool-looking weapon. All right, so that's basically going to be the Quartermaster. And interestingly enough, you can always hit right trigger or whatever the button is on your platform and immediately go and check out the Quartermaster. Because, of course, supply drops, they're going to be trying to sell you supply drops and stuff like that. So you can basically always access the Quartermaster no matter where you are here within the Headquarters. I'm all the way over here by the firing range. All I have to do is hit right trigger, go over here to the Quartermaster, and then suddenly I can access her. So you don't actually have to run up to her, but I think that's the only instance of that actually happening here within the Headquarters feature itself. Next up, let's talk to Major Howard here. So Major Howard is going to be where you go to get orders. Now, orders are actually very similar to the contracts that we looked at previously, but you don't actually have to pay anything to actually get these orders. They're just here for you to complete. You have daily ones, which are marked in red, and then you have weekly ones, which are marked in purple, and by completing them, you get different rewards, whether that's 25 social score, or 250 armory credits, or a normal supply drop, or a rare supply drop for the weekly ones. These are just more challenges for you to do here within Call of Duty World War II, and if you combine these orders with the contracts, and then the challenges that are built into the game by default, you have a lot to do here within Call of Duty World War II, which is definitely a pretty awesome thing. And real quick here, guys, here is my favorite part of the Headquarters, just standing right here. I think it's freaking incredible. We, of course, in due time, we're going to check out that entire down area right there. Now, let's go over here and check out the Prestige Outlook. Now, we can't actually go here. This is where you go once you are ready to Prestige, but I just got the game. I am not ready to Prestige. Once you are ready, you go through here. There's going to be a big cinematic and an event where they actually rank you up and stuff like that. It's going to be pretty awesome. And right here is where you actually Prestige your divisions. But again, I just got the game. I am not actually ready to go ahead and do that. Let's check out the theater. So the theater is definitely a very interesting aspect of Call of Duty World War II, if there's actually a competitive tournament happening, you can come here and watch that happen right here from the game itself. Though, unfortunately, you can't just like stand here and have it be playing up there on the projector. You actually have to go up to it, then hold X. There's going to be a bit of a loading screen, and once you're in here, this is where you can watch those live events. You can also watch some videos on demand, such as the Quarantine trailer, the Brotherhood of Heroes documentary, and the Nazi Zombies trailer. So, for example, this is what it's going to be looking like here. You can actually toggle full screen and then just watch this stuff from the game itself without having to go to your computer, which is kind of a neat thing. It's an immersion thing. You can also rewatch the Division videos if maybe you missed them, which is kind of neat as well, because they're actually pretty hilarious if you guys haven't already seen them. But let's go ahead and back out of there. This is such a cool little feature. Like, as I said, the headquarters is going to be our home away from home here at Call of Duty World War II. Now, let's go ahead and head down this way. So here's going to be the emblem gallery. This is actually going to be where you can craft your own emblems. They have some pre-builts here by default, which you can just pick, which actually look pretty good, but you can also use them as kind of like a base. So let's take the John Smith one here, for example. I hit A instead of X. I apologize for that. So you go here, and then you can actually start customizing it to your liking. So it's kind of a neat little system, and eventually they are going to make it so you can actually upload your emblems, and other people can download your emblems, but that's not currently here in the game. It says coming soon. Let's head down the hill here. Here is going to be where you can actually go and do your score streak training. So score streak training is actually pretty incredible, because every score streak that is available in Call of Duty World War II, you can play around with it here. This is something that we've always wanted in the Call of Duty series, because how bad is it when you get like the biggest, coolest score streak in the game, but you don't know how to use it? Like the ball turret gunner, for example, you're all confused, like, where are the controls? What do I do? And you end up wasting it, right? You can come here, you can practice, and get a feel for what every score streak in the game is actually going to be like, which I think is a really, really cool feature here within Call of Duty World War II. Next up, let's go over here. This is where I believe you just go to look at leaderboards. So here we have the war leaderboard, here we have the domination leaderboard, and over here is going to be the team deathmatch leaderboard. It's only for the headquarters members, so I assume that is everybody that is in your current instance. Of course, the headquarters is not big enough to fit millions and millions of players. There's only a certain amount of people in here at any given time, I believe 48. So by that very nature, whoever's actually in the headquarters, it's going to rank everybody that's there with you and put them on the leaderboards, which you can check out right down here. Here is going to be the R&R area. Now, I said in the previous video, this is where a cool Easter egg is going to be, and here is going to be that Easter egg. You can play old Activision games. How freaking neat is that? Like, I get these weren't around back in World War II. It's not exactly historically accurate, but it's a cool little Easter egg. These are, of course, the same ideas that were used on the Nuketown Easter eggs for the Treyarch games, for example, where you complete the Easter eggs. Suddenly you can play old Activision games on the Nuketown monitor. It's kind of like the same idea, but it's here within Call of Duty World War II. You spend your armory credits so you can play some of these games, which is actually pretty neat. I thought that was such a cool feature. I'm a big fan of that. Over here is going to be the gunsmith. So actually, this is where you go to prestige your weapon. Again, I just got the game, so I'm not ready to actually do that yet, but this is where you prestige your weapon, and by prestiging your weapons, you can actually go ahead and acquire a kill counter and clan tags to put on your guns, and also coming soon are going to be paint jobs, similar to Black Ops 3, and you will be able to upload your paint jobs and download them. So once that feature actually comes to the game, I think it's going to be pretty awesome. And right over here, the 1v1 pit. Unfortunately, nobody's in there right now. You can stand here and watch people do their 1v1 from here. It's actually pretty cool. It's not like it's an instance or anything like that. They get teleported down to there, but we that are watching can just stand right up here and watch them duke it out in a 1v1, which is actually pretty incredible. And how you queue up for a 1v1 is simply go over there and enter the 1v1 queue. It's that simple. But ladies and gentlemen, that is pretty much all that we have here for the headquarters, with the exception of zombies. And this is where you go for zombies. It's underground. I was hoping for a creepier looking guy, honestly. That's a fairly average looking fellow we've got there, but this is where you go, and then you can simply go to the Nazi Zombies game mode here from the headquarters itself. Now, I would like to say, we have a card right there. It's pretty interesting, but I would like to say, they definitely have opened up the possibility for more content being added to the headquarters in the future, because as you guys can see, there is a lot of unexplored areas here, and a lot of areas that are actually completely blocked off. And so I imagine over time they may be adding some more things, and here is actually going to be one of the anti-air guns. Now, if we actually do get attacked, which it doesn't look like that's going to be happening here in this video, we run up here to the anti-air gun or different anti-air guns throughout the entirety of the headquarters, and we're going to have to defend it, and I assume you get some sort of a reward for actually doing that. And there is the general. That is going to be Prestige Overlook, as I showed you guys earlier. But allow me to go ahead and try and show you very quickly what I'm talking about in terms of locations that are kind of blocked off. So an example of that would be right here. You can't go here. These guys are blocking the way. This is where you ride up on the Jeep when you first enter the headquarters. There's this entire area that way and that way that we just simply can't actually access. Over here is going to be another one of those areas. So, for example, you have these people sitting right here. How come we can't go down there? What's actually going to be down there? They could definitely be adding some more things to the headquarters in the future, and I certainly hope that is the case. And here's a player. Allow me to go ahead and... Oh, I don't want to talk to that. I want to talk to him. And there we go. Here's where you can commend players, which, of course, is a challenge. If they have a supply drop, they can throw one down. You can watch them. There's a bunch of different social things you can do here within the headquarters, and I've got to say, I'm very, very happy with this feature so far. It is a lot of fun exploring this and just hanging out in here, and I can't wait. There we go, completing challenges already. I can't wait for this place to be filled with 47 other players, have us all running around, just doing things and just being part of this world. And I didn't want to like be that guy or like act like I'm bragging or anything, but some people recognized me earlier. They were all kind of like huddling around me and stuff like that. It was actually a really cool thing. So I'm very excited for this year of Call of Duty World War II. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the headquarters feature. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.